Hi everyone, it's Nikki G here, wanting to share a card using the Thermal Web Deco Foil in Rainbow and the latest Lawn Fawn Party Balloons die set. So that balloon set is perfect to use with this Deco Foil, and it is in Rainbow. Of course, if you know my blog, I love everything rainbow, so when I saw it, I knew I had to have it, and you will see me make a lot of projects with this. It's just gorgeous, and the reason I'm making a video is because I tried to photograph it, and it just does not do justice. So I thought I'd go ahead and do a video, and thank you all for your comments, because it really pushed me into making a video for you guys, so I hope you enjoy. You can see here I used peel and stick, so I know some people are using laser printers and laminators. I don't have any of that stuff, but this peel and stick is perfect for using with the Deco Foils. So it's super easy. I die cut them out, so it's a sticky back on both sides, and then the Deco Foil, you just it literally is peel and stick. You peel the die cut piece off onto your card panel, and then you peel the other part off, and you'll see me do this. So I went ahead and just took a look at the party balloons die set and just kind of looked at the ones I wanted to use. So I love that heart shape, and then the rounder one, and then I wanted to use that little smaller one and die cut. That's my A2 teal card base for my stash, and then I used a black cardstock panel piece because the Deco Foils are just gorgeous on dark colored cardstock. So I cut out the pieces, and then I'm just going to arrange them on my card just to kind of place them and figure out where I wanted to have them be. So once I was happy with that, I'm showing you that piece of Deco Foil. They come in 6 by 12 inch sheets, and there's 5 of them in a container. So I just cut a little piece off just to make it easier to apply to the balloons once I've adhered them. So you can see I already made one, and once you peel them off, they go clear. That's just the release paper there. So went ahead and peeled off one side of the peel and stick, and then went ahead and adhered that to the card, and you'll see that it just sticks on nicely. I just pressed that in, and then I am going to grab my bone folder there and burnish it in, because I just want that surface to be nice and flat, and it just makes the paper easier to release for the other side when you apply your foil. So again, I'm going to speed it up, but I just peeled off one side, burnished it into the card panel, and then went ahead and finished off with the last die cut piece. So once I've had it burnished in, I am going to take off the rest of the paper on the top. So you'll see I just have to get it started, and the piece of Deco Foil, it has kind of like a stripy ombre rainbow look, and I'm just kind of deciding I kind of wanted it at the slant, so that's the way I'm going to place it onto the stick and peel, just so that all the balloons don't look alike. I just put one big old piece on there. I kind of wanted it to have, you know, individual looks. So I'm going to go ahead and take that last piece off, and you'll see the sticky back is on the card panel there. And I'm going to place my Deco Foil right over that, and you want to make sure that the color side is up. You'll see the other side's like a silver color, and that's the side you want face down. And then you go ahead and just press it in, and then I'm gonna go ahead and take my bone folder again just to make sure everything's nice and smooth. And it's so important, I've learned that to get the edges, because once you get the edges off, it's a lot easier to just peel it off. You don't have to be as careful as I was trying to do this. I just think it's just so pretty that I was just daintily trying to peel it off because I didn't want to mess up, but it works really good as long as you've burnished it in. You got the edges. It comes out nice and smooth, and you can kind of see that the paper already releases itself, so you kind of know it was ready. But like I said, I was just trying to be ginger with it because it's so pretty. So you can see I'm just getting it a little started there, and I was super nervous about it, but you'll see as soon as I get it started, and there it is. And like I said, bourgeois. I just really liked it. And I couldn't capture that in a photograph, so same thing, and I'm not wasting any bit of this Deco Foil. So there was a little bit on that corner there. I'm going to use that for the smaller balloon, and you'll see once I take it off that they kind of look like 3 individual balloons. You can't tell that I use the same sheet of our Deco Foil because of the way the pattern is. One's going, from top left to right bottom, and this one's going from top right to bottom left. Hopefully that makes sense, but anyway, and then the heart one too, I just changed the way the stripes or the pattern of the Deco Foil was going. So again, using that bone folder and just really burnishing it in, and you see it's just super easy, just right there. So that is the 3 balloons, and check out the shine, and it's just gorgeous. I can't get over it. I love it. I love it. So I will save that piece for later because, like I said, I am not wasting any bit of that. And then I decided to draw in my own balloon strings because I thought it'd be faster than stamping it. Lawn Fawn does have some cute ones. It's scripty sayings. That has similar scribbles. So this one, I'm just taking a pencil and I'm just kind of swirling that in. And then you saw there, I love that Pentel silver pen. It works really nicely on dark cardstock. The shine is it's a really nice silver on there. So I'm going to trace right over it, get the pen started, and you'll see how nice that silver pen. It's smooth and bright, and it just flows really nicely, and I just trace right over all of the balloon strings. So I think the pencil markings just help because I didn't trust myself. Okay, so now it's time for the sentiment. So I'm using Lawn Fawn So Much to Say the happy birthday at the top there because I need a whole bunch of birthday cards. But this set has so many fun sayings like "You're awesome" and "Best wishes." And then they have, Lawn Fawn has another one, Sophie's Sentiment, which I like a lot of them on there too. But I went with that birthday because I need a whole bunch of birthday cards. And I am placing it on the card just to make sure that's exactly where I want it. And then getting my acrylic block, and it has grids on the block, if you can see that, just to make sure everything's lined up nice and straight. I'm using the EK Success Powder tool. That really helps when embossing. I decided to silver emboss the sentiment to kind of match the balloon strings. So you'll see me stamp that out right where I want it. And that's with the Versamark, by the way. And taking the silver embossing powder and just kind of sprinkling that on, just making sure everything's covered. And then you'll see me get out a paintbrush because I made a little mistake. I guess I rocked the stamp a little too much, so I'm just gonna wipe that away and nobody will ever know. And then I think I kind of swiped a little too quickly on the other side, and just need to add a little bit more powder and just shake off the excess. So I'm just checking it, making sure I think everything's covered. The Versamark is fully covered with the silver embossing powder, and then just storing the rest away. No wasting. And then you'll see me, I think I'm trying to hide my old Milwaukee heating tool. There's rust spots there. Can you believe I've had this heating tool since the 90s? I started stamping, my mom introduced me to it when I was junior high. So now you know probably if you calculate how old I am. But anyway, I just silver heat embossed that happy birthday, and I'm kind of wiping away the powder so that it does not look like I have a big old powder spot there. And I am using the Scotch Quick Dry Adhesive Glue. I really love this stuff for paper crafting. It's, to me, the best paper crafting glue because it adheres so well. And then you'll see that's a newer bottle I have, but I keep the older version because I didn't really care for the nozzle that they have now, and I just kind of refill. So you can see that bottle, I just used it way too much, but I just refill it. I just put more of the glue in there because I really like the nozzle. And I have tried to switch the nozzles, and they changed the size of the bottle top, so they're not interchangeable. So now I just refill. Alright, so I'm just kind of making sure everything's nice and straight, and you see there is a little bit of wiggle room to make everything straight, and then once you press everything down, it is set. So there you have it, my fabulous rainbow shiny card. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.